and then look. Let me see the frame. I missed it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna put that
Yo, I'm dead, bro. That's hilarious. This man said, hold on, I missed it. All right, bet. All right, so you good money then?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's get it, dog. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Lift it up a little bit. Hey. Hey, that's beautiful right there. I like that. Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, that's money.
That's money.
That's money, dude.
That's money, dude.
Hey, if you want to come through, let me know. I'm playing. All right.
All right, rest in peace, DB.
Damn, dog. My dog, DB. Damn, dog. Damn, dog. Damn. All right, cool. All right, ready to start it up?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. Welcome to Pocket Watch Podcast. I'm Zach.
Cruz.
No Jake.
No guess.
No guess. You got the Dolo gang today, so it's just gonna be us. The Dolo. I'm at the duo gang.
Dolo gang.
Dolo gang. Fuck Cruz.
Dolo Dolitos.
But yeah, so you just got us two today, so hopefully we're entertaining enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys can relate to us like you guys can with some of the other people we have on here, so that's cool. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for coming back for another week, listening to us, another week of support, another week another week.
Thanks for fucking with us, guys.
Big facts.
We put work into this, man. Like, we were recording this late on a Wednesday night.
Listen, right now it is exactly 9:30 on a Wednesday. This man Cruz go on vacation tomorrow, dog.
Yeah.
Gonna let the people know where you're going. What you got?
Oh, yeah, we're going to LA, going to Los Angeles. We're going to have some fun out there. I'll probably post some stuff while I'm out there. See what's up. I got my pocket watch gear. I'm going to rock it out there.
Hey, this man going to LA.
I'm going to give some stuff away out there, too. Like a hat or two. Some of the influencers out there.
Hey, there you
like,
go.
come on, here, take a hat.
So kind of stemming back from what we had last week, are you kind of like nervous with the whole social distancing and
so
mandates and everything that's going on?
It's so funny because we fly out tomorrow, November 4th. And we fly out tomorrow, November 4th. And literally tomorrow is the day LA enacts the law where you're required to have a vaccine card or a negative COVID test.
Did you guys do a negative at least?
So I got tested today.
Okay.
I'm not going to LA anymore. No, I'm just playing.
Wait, so what you trying to say now? You positive?
I got tested today. So I got the negative test. But yeah, it's within 72 hours. That's 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days. So I'm good in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, which we leave Monday, so it's perfect.
Oh, that's good. Are they going to let you fly on an airplane without a negative test?
Actually, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so we're fucked Sunday. But it could be free, though. It's free testing. Like, or it's on your insurance. It's not really free.
And you can go anywhere really for the most part. You can probably go somewhere. They probably like a little pop-up site or
but
something.
damn, bro, that shit puts into perspective like how lucky we are. Like
in Florida, you pick facts.
Oh my God, like that. Not only that, but like I had to tell my boss. So like in my office is a little divided on who's vaccinated, who's not, and then we have our reasons, but we're cordial about it. Nobody's like stupid, you know. Nobody's like, argh. But it did put into like I had a little bit of a situation that probably most of the country is going through. But I was like, hey boss, you think I could come in late to work on Wednesday, 10 to 6, you know, this and that. And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like, oh, because I'm going to LA, you know, and I got to go get a COVID test. And she's like, but why? And I was like, because they require vaccine cards or this. And she's like, you're not vaccinated?
Oh, no.
So then I had that feeling. It almost seemed like she's saying like
what the fuck?
Like if you just got vaccinated, then you don't have to ask to be at work late or something like that, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, it was nothing. And she didn't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like a quick little glimpse of what people go through, because you care what your boss says, you know? So you're just like, shit, I do have to ask because I'm not vaccinated, you know? And it's like, stemming off of last podcast is just weird, you know what I mean? It's definitely weird. And I don't want to keep talking about that shit, you know what I mean? But like they had some poll where it's like 40% or 30% of Americans these days are like catching anxiety based off just on daily things to do because of the pandemic. Yeah. And it's just like, man,
I can see it's created a lot of stress factors and everything.
And again, I say like Aaron Rodgers ain't playing this weekend because he got COVID, right? Yeah. Not one person is saying, oh, rest in peace, you know, like, you know, T's and P's to Aaron Rodgers. I hope he makes it out. Nobody's saying that. Everybody's saying, fuck, you're playing the Chiefs, dude. You got to play, man. You know, and it's like.
So maybe the Chiefs might actually win.
Damn.
My dad don't listen to us. He's not going to know. I know Justin's like,
We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, that's, I mean, whatever.
But yeah, you want to do your weekly failure, weekly success?
Yeah, weekly success for me. The success is hard. That's the one. Weekly success for me.
It's kind of hard because we literally recorded this a few days ago. We did our other one. You know?
Yeah. I didn't have much time, but I'll say there's some good things going on at work, and I'm definitely focused on learning a couple other things. Ooh. To align ourselves with it. Maybe we'll talk whenever it's official, we'll talk about it, but it'll be good because there might be like a new type of business that we're going to start. Ooh, which is kind of cool.
That's dope.
So I'm trying to learn some shit to make sure we're ready for it.
Not just that, not just you guys are ready for it, but you're ready for it to kind of get into the game.
Because it will be a focal point for sure. So that's a success. I'm trying to learn a lot of things, and I'm trying to plan for the future, which is good. Weekly failure, man, I saw a couple pictures of myself over the weekend and I almost cried, bro. Like, yo, I definitely like, oh man, I haven't gained weight, but I'm just getting round. So like, I took some before pictures yesterday because damn right, we're gonna have some after pictures. You know what I mean?
You gotta put some work in.
That's my little accountability right there. But yeah, I've been slacking. I've been drinking. I haven't been working out. I've been doing, you know.
And honestly, I mean, like, I see you not like crazy amount of times, but I see you pretty often, and I think that picture was just like you bloated,
bro. That was so bad. But even a TikTok, like the TikTok that Kristan posted or whatever, bro. When I put my arms down, I was like, Billy. I was like, oh no, what are we doing here?
You know, it's funny. You know, it's so funny about perspective though, because whenever I saw you doing that, like you talking about the little one when you did like the little shoulder thing.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that man's shoulders are looking brolic.
See,
so you look at the belly. I'm over here like, dang, his shoulders are looking brolic. So it's all about perspective, man. It's all about perspective. You don't really see what other people see. You know?
Yeah, but that was the failure for me.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if I start with my success and my failure this week. I'll start with my failure this week. I haven't been sticking to my diet as good as I have been. More so like I've been doing all right, but I just haven't been eating like I'm supposed to. It's been so hard for me to try to like eat consistently because like I've had no appetite lately, bro. I haven't even been hungry.
You know what's even harder? I don't know if it's true with you, but like me, my mood affects my appetite, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Like if I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to eat shit, right? But like, or vice versa. Like if I'm like, I'll indulge like crazy if I'm in like a lazy mood or if I'm in a good mood, right? But like
for me, it mainly just stems off of like whether I'm busy or not.
right. That's if you're bored, my God, bro.
Well, the thing is though, like even when I'm bored, I'm not like hungry, but like I've been busy and like I just forget to eat, and then because like I've been busy, like whenever I do eat, I just grab like what I can grab. So like it hasn't been the best. Like I've been eating like a lot of paws, nuts, like cashews, peanuts, and I know I'm supposed to eat that because like that's like higher fat and everything like that. So I've been slacking with that. Today I had Wendy's, so but I got a chicken sandwich and I only ate one bun, so
that's not bad. Yeah, that's good.
I try, bro. I try to like even when I slack, I still try to do better. You know what I mean?
It's a constant battle, bro.
Yeah,
constant battle.
But on a side note of with that, my success is going to be like a pretty big general overall success. I'm happy with like my mindset, and right now I'm really happy with like how I wouldn't want to say like how I feel, but more so just like the progress that I've made. Like this week, I was really like looking back, and I'm happy about like what I've been doing. Like in just in everything really, you know what I mean? Like I'm like where I'm at. I thought about like I've been reminiscing about where I was like a few months ago, and I was I don't know if you guys remember, but I was talking about it. Like I was struggling like mentally with some stuff like anxiety. I've overcome that. I haven't had no issues in a while. I've lost a bunch of weight. I've made a lot of progress in my business. I'm doing good with like setting goals and going after other things, and so like I'm happy where I'm at. Not like content and comfortable type of happy, but like I'm proud of what I've been doing, what I've over the last few months, and so it's been good because I think it adds like it's been like a really good mental boost to me. You know what I mean? So that's my success for this week.
Hell yeah, man. All right, let's get into it because I think this week we'll call it like rapid fire or something because I'm gonna just hit some topics. All right, I'm gonna let you see what you're doing. I got some stuff.
I'm scared because I haven't even seen these topics.
Nothing. So one thing we could start off with that's most recent right now. I want to talk about accountability, right? And we all talk about it. You see it here and there. The thing that made me think about accountability is I know you don't really fuck with sports, Zach, but there's this thing going on right now, and I posted about it. So like, I guess OBJ's dad or something like that, Odell Beckham Jr. He's a wide receiver for the Browns. He used to be a wide receiver for the Giants. His dad or somebody else posted like, hey, Odell's pretty much not, they're like purposely not throwing the ball to him, XYZ. His OBJ's dad like thumbs up that pretty much like green check marked all over it. Like that's the one. Like, yes, I agree. And it was pretty much the effect of they're like purposely, so he's a wide receiver, right? Yeah. The problem with being a wide receiver is you kind of are at the, you know, if the quarterback don't throw it to you, you can't really do nothing, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, that's obvious, right? But that's also the case for every wide receiver in the NFL, right? Yeah, exactly. So, so they're pretty much saying like, oh, they're purposely not throwing it to him. That's why he's not doing well, this and that. And it heated up because the trade deadline was yesterday, right? And we're recording on a Wednesday, so the trade deadline was Tuesday. Yeah. Whatever. But so, and it's heating up like crazy. And now there's like people posting all over the place. LeBron was posting like, oh, OBJ, you're going to show how good you are one day, you know, like pretty much everybody's trying to push like, oh, the trade OBJ because then he could be great, right? So I was just looking at it, and then there was a lot of stuff. They got videos, like a highlight video of him getting wide open, and they're not throwing it to him and stuff. And it was just like, I feel like it just built up, so I had to post about it because I was just like, where's the accountability at, bro? So this guy, okay, he's dropped off since the crazy year that he's had for the Giants, right? And a lot of that's why I want to talk about accountability, right? So so all that has been going on, right? Boom, 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 boom. The guy posted, the dad check marked it, like, yeah, that's for real. Now everybody's posting about it, like, oh, they're not giving OBJ the ball, this and that. And OBJ hasn't said nothing. He's been silent, right? And then today, apparently he goes to practice, and the coach says he dismissed him from practice. He's like, no, you're not going to be on. Oh, shit. You're not practicing with us, right? And I feel like that fueled the fire a little more too, right? Like people are like, oh, now they're not letting him practice. Like they're not doing this. And it's like, yeah, bro. Because where's the accountability at? Like, first of all, this guy hasn't been healthy for a full season since he left the Giants, right? Like, not even half a season.
They get injured a lot.
Just injured. And if you know anything about football, if you, to develop a good wide receiver quarterback, like chemistry, you need to play with each other. It's like anything you do. Like, us talking on a podcast, we got better over time because we're just talking to each other. If there's a lot of podcasts where it's just me by myself and then you come, like we missed out on an episode. Like we missed out on a way to get better, a day to get better. And then next thing you know, like a year from now, we're going to be killing shit. And then they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's just what they do. And it's like, no, like we built this chemistry. We got better. And it's accountability because like if it'd be like you not showing up and then everybody's like, oh, you know, crews don't talk to Zach the way they need to, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to relate it to anything else, but I just think my man OBJ is not being accountable, and I think he's seen a nice little scapegoat, like a little, this is why I'm sucking, you know? Yeah, that is why I'm sucking, you know, because they posted like a 10-minute video of him getting open and they're not passing it to him. And it's like, bro, every wide receiver in the league could put that highlight reel together.
Yeah.
Of just getting wide open.
It's impossible to hit somebody every single time they're open.
Bro, come on, man. Like, anybody could put a video like that together. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about accountability because I think a lot of people are caping for this guy. Like, I think it's a lot of like, yeah, my man. Bro, if he goes to another team, he's still not durable. The best ability is availability. And he still he builds a lot of drama for what he provides. You know what I mean? Like another big example is Jarvis Landry, which was his boy. They're both on the same team, but they don't have the same problem. Jarvis Landry's killing it. And guess what? What's the difference? He's been playing. He's been in. He's been that. So it's like, bro, Baker, the man probably forgets you're in there. Like, oh, shit, I do got Odell back there. You know what I mean? But if you're there every week and you're counting. Anyways, I wanted to talk about accountability a little bit because.
No, it's true. And if you have chemistry, and if him, you said Jarvis, right?
Yeah.
So if him and the quarterback and Jarvis have more relationship than him and Odell, and they're both open, who's going to get it?
Bro, they're talking about this man like he's the best receiver in the league. And I'm like, you made some great, spectacular things happen, but consistency is greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing he has not had and he has not been is consistent. And he does bring the drama with him. And I just don't think he's been accountable for it. Like, it's one of those things, right? Like, you got people like, you got DeAndre Hopkins and stuff that's played with boo-boo quarterbacks, but still talked about as one of the top receivers in the league. Still consistent, still playing, plays through all injuries, stuff like that. And I just think I wanted to argue the other side because I feel like everybody's been caping for OBJ, and it's just been a little bit weird. I haven't liked it very much.
I can tell you had a vent.
So accountability, bro. Accountability. Please take it for everything else you're doing. Like, if you're not putting in the work, if you're not building what you need to build, then you need to accept. Because you know what's the problem is he's not saying nothing, right? And that's probably why the coach is saying, get the hell off the practice field. You didn't post none of this, but you didn't argue against none of it. Right. Yeah. So now Baker's sitting there like, oh, I'm not giving them the ball. It's like, you're messing with my quarterback's mind now. You know what I mean? You're messing with, and it's like, yeah, be accountable for it. Don't, like, you should start putting it out there. Like, yo, I'm not, if OBJ comes out and says, yo, I haven't been available, like, I haven't been on the field enough, we haven't worked on what we need to work on, this and that, then it's different. But he's not doing it. It's almost like he's agreeing with it.
It's almost kind of like, and like him not addressing it is almost kind of like a coward move, kind of almost.
Yeah, man.
Like, even if you support it or you're against it, I forgot the word I just used. Like, not approach.
If you're not against it, then you're with it, right? Like, if you allow it.
I was saying like, I literally just used the word. Whoever's listening, the word I just used a couple seconds ago before I got lost.
That's the one.
That's the one I want to use.
But yeah, anyways, I just want to get that off my chest because I had to post about it because it was pissing me off. And actually, I had some people like DM us from it, like, yo, but this or that. And it's like, man, come on now. Like, nobody, like, it just shows how great these other receivers are that are working with nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they just come in and they stay consistent. And
the potential's there, though. Do you think the potential's still there, or you think
he's
he
a
lost
great
it?
athlete, which is why he deserves the criticism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you should be great, but this is why you're not.
Yeah.
And until you are accountable with yourself, like, it's a good lesson. That's the good lesson for everything. Mm-hmm. Until you hold yourself accountable for the reasons why you're not growing, then you won't grow.
Yeah.
Like, until you, like, if he agrees with everything people say, he's not going to get better.
Yeah.
He's not going to be like, yo, I do need to work on, I mean, and that's kind of a messed up thing to attack on, is like being injured. Cause at the same time, that's
it's almost out of your control, but at the same time, kind of in your control.
But it's like, some people play through stuff, some people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of the reason that he sits out when he's semi-injured is because he's such a great athlete and they don't want him to be hurt, you know?
For long term.
But it's like, man, maybe don't chill at Drake's house all the time and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because he's also the pretty boy of the NFL. Like, that's another reason why everybody's on his dick. You know what I mean? But anyways, accountability.
And the word I was trying to find was address. He needs to address.
Yeah, address the issues.
That was
man.
the word I was looking for, guys.
Yeah, it's almost like you actually have a problem at your job, but all your coworkers are like, nah, the boss is a bitch, bro. Like, fuck the, you know, and you're like, yo, actually, you're right. And then you don't get the promotion, and then you're still mad. You stay mad.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe you just hold yourself a little accountable, see these little things that the boss wants you to do, and then you get that promotion, or vice versa, running your business. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, this industry is this, you know, this industry is this. And then it's like, yeah, you're right.
I see that all the time. I see people constantly complaining about the industry that I'm in, and a lot of people don't like my answers back. I be in the groups, and they don't like my answers. I'll be like, let me ask you a question. Are you putting 40 hours in like you would with the job? How many companies have you signed up with? Oh, like 15. You signed up with 15 companies out of the 500 plus.
Right.
Probably close to thousands of companies that you can sign up with. And you're complaining because you've only signed up with maybe 1% of the industry.
Yes.
And you're complaining because you're probably getting less than 1% of the business possibility.
Right.
You want something? Put the fucking work in for it.
Right.
Nothing's going to come to you fucking easy. If you want something, you got to get off your fucking ass. Go get it. How bad do you want it? Do you want to succeed or do you want to fail?
And that might be the thing with Odell too, is like he don't have to be the best receiver in the league. He's already Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that could hinder him right there. You know what I mean?
You know.
But all right, another one. You ready for this one? Mm-hmm. So everybody, if you ask somebody, right? Let me just ask you right now. Who do you think out of men and women can cheat better? Can cheat on their significant other better? And for the most part, I think most people answer one way.
Let me think about it. Give me a second. I haven't seen these questions, guys, so this is like on the spot for me. So I'm trying to think.
Just instinct. What's your natural answer?
Which can cheat better, men or female? Obviously, this is like, I don't feel like there's no direct answer for this because I feel like it's situational highly, but
on average. Whenever I talk about men and women, it's on average. I totally understand there's situations that are situational.
I don't know, man, because I had a girl that I dated that was a great fucking cheater, man.
Yeah.
So like that kind of creates me biased.
I think I would say girls are a better cheater. I think girls could do dirt more quiet. And a lot of the reason is because guys have egos and they want to talk about their shit that they've done. You know what I mean? But what do you think? So you think guys? It sounds like you want to say guys are easier.
I don't know, because like
hiding it. Like who's more messy? Who's more messy? How about that? Maybe that's a better question.
I feel like men are just messy in general.
Men are the most messy, right?
Yeah.
Like on average.
Not just that, but I also feel like if it isn't the men that's messy, then the girl that he's messing with is messy with it, in the sense that like she'll openly talk about it and tell other people.
Right. So that's why I like, and this was like last week more so, and then since we're dropping this Monday, this is like 2 weeks ago. But I just want to put this out there.
You know what? I'll say females. I would say females. I would say in a general sense, from like what I can run through in my head, females, because
they're cleaner about it.
They're like a little sneaky link, quick in and out, smart, quick, easy.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't say anything. And for the most part, if a man knows that like a girl's cheating on their significant other, a man's gonna be hush hush pretty much about it, because he's not trying to blow up the spot, because But I feel like for men, I've seen a lot of things online where girls are like,
but like.
Yeah.
It's girls like to cheat or to get other guys is not as much of like a pro for a girl than it is for a guy to go out and get more girls and stuff like that.
And I also feel like girls have a lot more options, so it's easier.
Oh, for sure.
So it's easier for them to do it at their convenience. Whereas like if a guy was to cheat, he would have to kind of go out of his way to try to execute for the most part. I mean, obviously there's an asterisk on that, but like in a general sense of like a girl could, for example, let me just try to think of something. Okay, for example, let's say your significant other goes out, like out of town for a weekend or whatever. A girl can almost find 15 guys in a matter of 5 minutes, probably.
Anyone she wants,
for the most part. You know what I mean? And not to say that a girl would go for anybody. I'm just saying, even higher standards wise, it's easier. Mm-hmm. And if anybody argues that it's harder for a girl to find a sexual partner than it is for a man, then I'm sorry, I have to disagree with that. Yeah. But anyways, like for a man to try to like find a partner to hook up with, in that time being,
guys are dogs.
It's going to be harder. 1,000%. Guys are dogs. 1,000%. So
like what goes through a guy's mind, like on a random girl. That's how we know that it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, it's. But I would definitely say that I would think that females are a little bit cleaner with it. They have more opportunities, so it's easier for them to kind of like easily have the convenience factor of it. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, it's so situational because I've grown up and I've known guys that have like been complete fucking smooth criminals and shit like that. So you know, like, but it's all situational. I think so. A couple of weeks ago, I think two people that are trying to like fight that narrative that girls are the clean ones and guys is Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Have you seen that those posts or whatever? Vaguely, I've seen vaguely like. So if you go back, Jada was the one that talked about how she had her little entanglements with August Alsina, right? Yeah. And then so she was the one being sloppy about that because they both made an agreement to go see. They have an open relationship, right? Fucking Will Smith has 30 girls probably that he messes around with. You know what I mean? You don't hear not one thing. All you see from Will Smith is all these inspirational, motivational videos, and he's always like hanging out with some people. He's doing great. He's doing his thing. Jada's the one that has to be messy and talk about August Alsina or put however that goes out, right? Yeah. Then fast forward 2 weeks ago, and she started talking about how I think it was something about like how he's not satisfying her and how she said that he's not like a great lover or something like that. And it's like, bitch, why would you even say that to me? Why would you know that's Will Smith? Can you go find another Will Smith right now? No, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, so I just wanted to point that out because I like Will Smith hit me up. I got you. No, I'm just kidding. No, see, and that's the thing too, bro. Like I feel like I don't know. That's another thing too. Like a girl that will put, even if you're not giving her what she needs, right? After the amount of time that they've been together, you don't put that on blast. No, you don't put that out, especially if you're in an open relationship. Yeah, that's messy. Yeah, I definitely think that girls can be smoother with it, just because but like I said, it could be biased because of like my things I've gone through in my life. Like I had dated this girl, and she had been cheating on me for a couple months, and one day I forgot what it even was because I don't have a Twitter. But for some reason, she had me log into her Twitter for whatever reason. I forgot what it was. And when I logged in, I guess all the messages that she had deleted had like reappeared on my phone. Ooh. And I saw some guy, and like I knew that like back in the day they had like some shit, and I never really went to her phone or anything like that. So I clicked on it and I was scrolling through, and it was like them talking about fucking and everything, like full on, like, oh, it was great meeting with you, blah blah, like all this shit. Bro, that's the worst feeling ever. So I confronted her, and she was like, oh, no, blah, blah. And then so I was like, yo, I'm reading the messages right now. What are you talking about? She goes, no, you not, blah, blah. There's no messages. And she was like, looking on her phone. She's like, I don't have no messages. And I'm like literally reading it to her. And she's like, how do you see those? And I was like, I don't know. I logged in and they were there. She's like, what the fuck? Like, I deleted those. How can you see those? Blah, blah. But yeah. Damn, bro. Yeah. And that's the only way that I found out was because fucking Twitter somehow, I don't know how the fuck it even worked, but yeah, it was some crazy shit, bro. That's the worst, man. Like catching somebody cheating on you, bro. It's like first thing you think about is like, damn, what was I doing when she was doing that? Yeah. And the crazy part is one of the times she had dubbed me because quote unquote, oh, I don't feel good. And she took a nap, but she was really getting fucked. Facts, bro. Facts. That's the crazy part about it. She was like, oh, I'm not going to come over. I'm not feeling too good. I'm going to take a nap. I'm like, oh, okay. 3 hours, 4 hours later, she's like, oh, hey. I'm like, oh, you had a good nap? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm over here working my ass off and shit. She's over here getting dick down and damn, shit. Bro. She's supposed to come see me on my lunch break. Yeah, bro. That's by far the worst feeling in the world, bro. Yeah. It's all good, though, man. Shit happens, and we go through it. We learn from it. It's not worth it. Biggest thing we learn from it. You know what? I'm happy that I went through that moment because I learned a lot in that relationship, to be honest, because my whole life I had always been the type that like any type of small red flag, I cut shit off, bro, without even addressing it. I didn't like if I was like, I don't think what she's saying is even true. Delete. Conversation cut. Like I wouldn't even care. Yeah. And when I actually met this girl and we started, I was like, you know what? Because like before that, I had like some girl that I was actually pretty interested in and stuff like that, and I just dubbed her, and then like she ended up giving some guy a few months later, ended up getting married and everything like that. And I was like, damn, maybe she was actually serious. But like I didn't want to pursue it because I thought she was like on some weird shit. Like I was getting weird vibes.
Yeah. Which
sometimes trust your gut. I don't know. Maybe it would have been a situation at that moment. Either way. So when I have met this girl, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna dead things so quick with this girl. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna kind of like ignore myself a little bit, and then kind of like give chances and kind of like work through things. Worst fucking girl to do that with, bro. And at that point, I was like, you know what? It was good though because it taught me where to set my boundary lines, and it taught me everything I needed to know in regards to like what to accept, what not to accept. And then like also like, first of all, it taught me a lot how to like deal with situations and find stuff out and shit like that. So like it was a little
I feel like the weird part of life too is like if you date young, right? Like I've been with my girl for a while or whatever, and it's like if you date young, you realize like timing is a motherfucker, man.
Big facts.
Timing is, and it's funny because I feel like we all go through these relationships like in our high school and 20s, 30s, whatever. I mean, once you get in your 30s, you're pretty much ready to settle down. But you go through those relationships and you like learn things, right? That you're like, this is where I need to cut off. You know, like this is red flag, you know, all this.
Big facts.
But then it's so ironic because by the time you make it to a certain age and you start dating, you don't even need to know all those things.
Nah.
Because it's timing. Like they went through this shit. You know what I mean? Like most people by the time they're 28 to 30 or whatever, like they already went through this shit and they're ready to kind of like settle down. It's like, nah, I don't need to get like a quick little fuck off and do this or whatever. Like I know what that's like. Like I know what going out that night is like. I know what this and that is like. So it is like timing is a motherfucker, bro. And then anybody that's been with their significant other from high school or whatever up until their 30s, they probably went through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
it's a lot of growing, especially in those moments. If you're like little high school sweethearts, there's so much growing on both sides. And if you guys even made it through that moment, then like that's imperative on how strong you are.
Right, because you're both growing at different rates and shit.
Different times. You guys are going to do different things mentally, physically, every single way.
And then you got to get like there's that whole like everybody like they say a lot of girls need to go through their whole phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't go through their whole phase, it's like I'm scared to you'd be scared to get with them.
There was actually a thread that people were saying like if she ain't go through her whole phase yet, red flag.
Red flag.
Because like they're saying like every girl's gonna go through their whole phase at some moment. And if she ain't gone through it yet, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So.
And it's same for guys, right? Like if a guy is faithful, I mean, and everybody's different. Situations are situational, but if a guy is, if you're with your man like early high school and like you expect not to hit any speed bumps along the way, like good luck, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like. But then when you have that perspective, when you're like, oh, we just need to learn these things, we're gonna go through these things, and then at the end of the day, when we're ready to settle down, we'll always be with you. I think a lot of people are like that are high school sweethearts and shit like that, where it's like, all right, let's go through this because we were gonna go through this anyways with whoever we were with. Mm-hmm. That's the weird part about it when you start realizing, like, you start seeing these patterns where it's like, no matter who that person was with, they were gonna go through that.
Yeah.
And then
it's almost kind of like with like these whole celebrities too. I feel like a lot of them just don't want to have to go through all the bullshit. So like they just live their own lives and do what they kind of want. I think that's kind of where Will and what's his wife's name?
It's different when you got money Jada. Too.
Well,
that's compounded.
Yeah, and like there was a thing that people say like it's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I went to a little happy hour for a little work thing or whatever. And I was talking to some guy. He doesn't work at my job, but he was like an older dude. And we talked for a minute and it was great. Cause I felt like I was like getting wisdom from him, you know, just having a beer or whatever. But he said himself, he was like, yeah, like this, like I got with my, I think it was his wife. Like I got with my wife at 28 or something, or maybe it was a little before, but he did say something about, no, he was with another girl and he ended up not getting married at 28. And he was saying, if I would have got married at 28, I would have got divorced. Cause that's his life. Like just the way he needed to get his shit out, like timing, you know what I mean? It's like, if I would have got married at 28, I would have got divorced. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was one of those things where he was like, I just wanted to make sure like, cause I guess he had his you know, he had a lot of people that got divorced, and he was like, I want to make sure I got my shit off before I got divorced.
Yeah.
And that's big, man. Like a lot of people, like I get pressured to, you know, marry Christine and shit like that. You know what I mean? Cause we've been together for a long time, but sometimes it's like, man, timing is huge. Yeah. Like timing is so big. Like what's 2 years in the scheme of 57, you know, 60 years? We're only 25. You know what I mean? Like what's 2 or 3 years in that grand scheme? Is nothing. Mm-hmm. Like we've been together this long, but what's 2 more, 3 more years in the grand scheme of all of this? Yep. Exactly. And it doesn't change anything, but
same thing with kids kind of too. I also think I feel like as I get older, I'm like, man, I feel like a lot of pressure to have like kids and stuff like that and everything like that. And I have friends, man, their kids are like 10 years old, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Like by the time that I have kids, their kids are gonna be graduating high school almost. You know what I mean? So like I feel like I have a lot of pressure in my sense on that too. But I think about it like, you know what? I'm not gonna stress. I actually had a friend today I was speaking with, and they literally told me was like, nah, bro, I gotta have a kid before I'm 30 because I ain't no way my kid's gonna be 20 and I'm gonna be 50. There ain't no way.
That's not bad.
But you know what? I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna even be stressing about that, bro. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do and everything like that, and then I'll worry about whether or not, you know. It's
all dependent on everybody's goals and stuff too.
Yeah.
But okay, another thing I want to bring up. So I was on the toilet earlier this week, and I was going through Instagram, and I started seeing podcast camera advertisements, right? So I started seeing mad podcast camera advertisements. I started seeing the Ashworth College, like the school that I went to for the HVAC advertisements. I even sent Justin a couple because that guy looks just like Tim, one of my boys or whatever. But I'm like, yo, they listening. Like talking, like stemming off of what we talked about last week with the whole, like, that's why they lobbying, because they're doing things right now so it made me think, right? So like talking about what we talked about last week, they're doing things and they're fighting for things so they can still do the business that they're doing. Yeah. And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, damn, like, and everybody had that moment where you're talking about one thing and then you see it, right? And you know what's funny though? I clicked both advertisements. I did. The podcast camera is not what we're looking for certain reasons, but it had like, they sell it in bunches of 3. They're all switcher. They're all switcher compatible, and they're all HD. And they just look like little, like, and I got the whole thing open right now. I'll show you later. But it's funny because we were talking about podcast, like, all right, we got to get a camera. We got to get this. We got to get that. I was talking about HVAC just randomly, this and this and that. Boom, pops up. And it got me thinking, and it's like, man, I don't care if they're listening to me because it gives me what I need. Is it more efficient? Like it sounds scary where it's like, yo, they're listening to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, unless you're selling drugs or unless you're fucking like trying to rob a bank, you know what I mean? Like what does it hurt? Yeah. The average person, right?
Yeah, for the most part, like it does. I'm not worried because I don't really do anything illegal. But I still think it's kind of like weird.
It is weird.
It's weird that that's going on.
It's a confirmation.
Yeah.
It's a confirmation. Keywords get heard and it's registering to your IP, whatever the fucking shit that connects you to your phone is registering.
Yeah. And I think it's definitely weird that like we have that, like it actually happens.
Yeah.
But like, I don't stress over it because
it helps.
I'm not doing anything illegal. It doesn't really help me a whole lot just because of the fact that like I get straight advertisements for my business because all day long I'm talking about loan stuff. I'm talking about notary, signing agent, blah, blah, blah.
So you get a lot of advertisements for shit around your business.
That's all my business. That's all I ever see is just my business stuff. I don't see anything else nowadays.
Because you talk about the most that.
Yeah. And the reason why is because I work from my phone. When I'm in the signings, I have the phone on the table so they hear me clearly. I'm calling people. I think it even hears my phone conversations. Because I say, hey, this is Zachary, your notary signing agent. And all day long, all I get is advertisements for notary signing agent, notary signing agent, notary signing agent, signing agent insurance, business insurance, signing agent training course, signing agent this, signing agent. You know what I do, though? I click on a lot of them because they get charged more money if you click on it. So I just fucking click on all the advertisements so they get charged more money.
Yeah. Fuck it, bro. Yeah, man. But like, I was thinking about it, and at first I felt like, ooh, that's an invasion right there a little bit. But then at the same time, I'm like,
well, you agree.
I didn't even know what to look at. I didn't know what to look for those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's. I'm not gonna front when you said about those cameras. I'm like, that actually sounds kind of good. I wonder what kind of cameras are they,
bro?
How much they are.
That was marketing to a T, bro. Yeah. Like that was fire, bro. Like I was like, oh my god, imagine that. And then that just goes to show if anybody doesn't understand how Facebook or Instagram makes money, there you go.
That's how you make all that money,
bro. If you're a business, and it's like, think about anything you're trying to do. Us, our podcast. Imagine we could pay a platform that says. We would pay more. All right.
Yeah.
Like there's a platform that says, yo, we'll advertise for you. Oh, cool. Yeah. We'll pay you this. Okay. How about what if we could market you to people that are specifically talking about podcasts?
No, yeah, it's great. The only thing is, I think there's like a big flaw in it is that they've been marketing to me for over a year now for the same thing. And I paid for a lot of the things that they've already marketed to me for, and they start marketing it to me, and they're charging these companies. I wish that there was a way for them to be like, oh, okay, this fucking guy already paid for this shit. He already took advantage of it. He's already using it. So why we're not going to continuously advertise the same thing to him?
Yeah, there's no perfect.
No.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
No.
But that's the thing. You're almost arguing that they need to get better. They need to listen a little harder.
Not listen a little bit harder. I feel like there should be a way that we can interact with it. Like when you're going through it and you see it and you'd be like, already purchased.
Yeah, or something like that. Add that on there. That's a good idea.
Because I feel like at that point you're just wasting it. For example, like one of the biggest things that I see the most, and I feel bad for the guy because I actually love the guy. He's cool as people. Is the loan signing system. Shout out to Mark Wills. That's the training program I did for my program to become a notary signing agent. That's the training that I did to like learn the documents, everything like that. And I feel bad for the guy because all day long, that's all I see. I know that guy pays tens of thousands of dollars a month in that because he's over in California. I'm seeing it over here. And all I do all day long is see it nonstop. And I just want to be like, yo, I already paid for this shit. I already did the training. I can't buy anything else. Will you just stop? Because like you're just wasting this guy's money. Yeah. But there's no way for me to do that. I wish there's a way to do that, you know?
100%. Yeah. And it's one of those things too where it makes me feel weird because, that was a huge, I kind of knew it and I've seen it here and there, but there was nothing so blatant or like obvious to me than that right there. Or the two like back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. And you're also kind of new back on social media. So it's definitely,
it's fresh.
Yeah. It's fresh too. Yeah. Because for us, we've been dealing with that for like 4 or 5 years now.
So,
you know,
and it also started to make me think like, God, like the shit we're used to now, like, like I remember a while ago, it's like, oh, they listening to you through your phones. And that was a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. It's no conspiracy anymore.
No, not anymore.
And then it made me think of these other things like the Epstein shit, where it's like, yo, they're telling you they killed that man. Why? And you're hearing these stories. That ain't no conspiracy, bro. Like that happened. And people are kind of like, that's crazy. You know, like we're getting used to shit, bro. The thing that blew my mind the most too was the alien shit that was coming out.
Yeah, bro.
There's Navy SEALs coming out saying
not just that, but the fucking straight up like NASA and all the public officials are like, yeah, we have some artificial.
We don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but if you guys want to call it aliens, go ahead. But whatever the fuck it is, there's some other shit on this world.
And guess what? That's the real version of aliens. Like that's the real life situation.
Whatever you want to call it, unidentified.
Nobody give a fuck. I remember being in my office like
for like 2 days.
Do you see this? Yeah. Like what is like? How come like shit's not flipping upside down?
What I think is so weird with society is the fact that we as a nation just like jump from thing to thing to thing to thing. And it bothers me. Like there's so many times I'm just sitting here and I'm like, bro, what about this? What about that? What about this? Like, bro, did everybody forget about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's a combination because it's like, social media kind of breeds that. Right? Social media
1000%
breeds.
It's not even the breed, it's the breed, create or whatever.
Right.
Same thing. But like, yeah, that's literally what causes the trends. Whatever they say, oh, this is what's going on. Oh my God, this is something else. Oh my God, look at this. That's all it is.
You know what the other thing I feel like it is? These days we have more creators than we ever had, right?
Yeah.
Look at it. Cruz don't even have fucking social media. He's out here recording, doing podcasts and shit like that, right? Yeah. That just goes to show how much creators create. Everybody has a post that says link in bio. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that these days, right?
Yeah.
And we're all low level. Like there's from celebrity down the spectrum is that, right?
Yep. Big fact.
So when you put that into perspective, right? Like, okay, there's more creators than there's ever been in the world right now because of these platforms that we have. And we do it ourselves. Every week we're like, yo, what are we gonna talk about? We can't talk about what we talked about last week.
Yeah.
We got to try to bring something new. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like, until we do it, right? Until I realize that we're doing it, like, it is the problem a little bit, right? Yeah, that is what's making people, like, nothing's going to live for more than a week. You know what I mean? Like, this Jada Pinkett, Will Smith shit 10, 15 years ago would have been a month-long story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit, by the time this episode drops, nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
That's why I always say, too, like, if there's pros and cons to everything in this world, but obviously this could be a massive pro and a con, because, like, if you're on the burner, then it's like, fuck, this sucks. I'm a piece of shit for 2 weeks. And then it's like, oh, hi, how are you? It's like, everybody forgets what happened.
Bro, and I'll take it a step further. Like, we're actually trying to make a show. We're actually trying to do, like, episodes and shit, right? One step lower, there's people with big followings that don't do that, where they just get a big following because of their stories, because of their posts and shit, right? So naturally, they're doing the same thing. Like, they don't even have nothing they're working towards. They just look great,
1,000%, and
they're interesting, and then they're constantly thinking that way because I want to keep this following interested. I can't keep posting about Jada and Will. You know what I mean? Like, I can't keep posting about aliens and shit like that. You know, Joe Rogan did it, and he's the fucking alien guy. Like, he's the guy I used to love listening to him talk about the conspiracies and the aliens, and now we're here, and I get an episode on it. You know what I mean? Like, and then we moving on. Now we're talking about fucking politics.
He had like 20 episodes talking about the possibilities, and when it came, he had one episode about it happening.
Yeah, about like, yo, nobody's fucking talking about this. I don't get it. Yeah. And then the next episode, you know why? Because it's like, yo, I can't keep talking about the same shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro. Like, when you put it that way,
it's all like, about entertainment purposes, bro.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But like, that was a big realization I had. Like, it was like, I was like, oh, they really are listening. Oh, shit. They used to say they're listening to us. And we used to be like, nah, no way. Like, conspiracy. Aliens. Freaking anything. And then you just realize we can't even stick on nothing for longer than a week.
No, you can't. And
we get bored.
It's absolutely insane. It's like, there's like a lot of crazy things too, man, that like people just drop. Like, for example, the whole Epstein thing, bro.
Yeah. Right. Epstein,
his wife, or whatever you want to call it, his little girlfriend or whatever, little boo thing. What's up with that, man? She got locked up. That's the last that we heard. We don't know of anything else. You know what I mean? Like, who knows even what's going on with all that?
And for me, it's funny.
The whole Fauci thing with fucking, the labs, everything like that. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff that's going on. Big things, the email leaks that happen.
I can understand why the Fauci thing doesn't get as much legs as it gets, because there's people with motives on the other side of it.
Bro, there was leaked emails with confirmation.
Yeah, but there's people saying, there's somebody that will hear that and be like, oh, you're arguing against the vaccine.
No, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's like politics. I get.
Not even. Well, yeah.
I get why I get why there's two sides of everything on that world.
I agree, but it's just still crazy. Like, even on opposite sides of where you're at, it's like there's just some things you cannot dispute, you know what I mean? Even like on the opposite side of my spectrum, there's things that I can't dispute, you know.
Or a homie bought mad Moderna right before he started talking about shit or whatever.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean?
wish I could have bought Moderna. I would be honest. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? But
there's a lot of things. But I think that as a society, we just have short attention spans, and we're just more so like, whatever the next trend is, we wanna absorb as much of it we can, you know.
Yeah.
And then next on to the next, you know what I mean? This is how society has always been. And like I said, it's pros and cons. You're on the burner. Yeah. You want that shit to go away as fast as possible. And the great thing about it is a lot of people, they're willing to take the hot side of the burner to get a little bit of publicity for a little peak, and then they know it's going to go away. So they don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then they're willing to take the heat for it for a little bit, just so they can get that little bit of boost of publicity. And then they're like, oh, I'm not worried about it, because in a couple weeks, nobody's going to be talking about this crazy shit that I just did, or the crazy shit that I just said, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
and some of that shit, is like, it's crazy, because a lot of the motivation, like, from the outside looking at it, you're like, how does somebody do that? How does somebody even, like, say some shit like that or put themselves in those situations or whatever, right? Like Fauci, how does somebody lie to so many people? If you think he's lying, if you don't, then, you know, he's just saying what he knows, whatever. But if you, like, a lot of the root in all this, right, is money.
Yeah.
And it's that greed. It's not greed, but like we've done it, bro. Like if you're ever like looking at the stock market and you bought when something's on the way up, that's the same feeling, right? You're seeing a stock go up and you're like, ooh, buy. And then, and it's like, cause you like, that's that feeling. Imagine you could use if you're a personality, right? If you're a character out in this world, you doing those scandalous things is your stock going up so you can cash out type thing.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%.
And then, so when you break it down to a level where it's like that stock market, like these little things where it's like, oh, I can see how trying to get that extra dollar can make you do some stupid shit.
Yep.
Because when you look hindsight 2020, you're like, I'm an idiot. I was stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of balances down to like the whole thing of like, you ever played the game where people ask like, oh, for this much money, would you do this?
Right.
It's almost like, hey, if you could make $100 million, would you say that, would you go out and paint your nails and walk across the busiest street and with all the paparazzi basically?
It's one of those things, man. It's the same shit with this. Like, why don't we do something to go viral? You know what I mean? To like try to do this. And it's like, well,
we built different. We don't do that. And not play.
But, and then the other thing is, which just happened, and I posted about it, but the post got taken down. Man, DB, bro.
Dang, dog. Not my dog, DB.
DB got hacked. And I don't know how it works. I'm not sure. So, like, you were saying, like, they just get hacked.
So
watch out, y'all.
Yeah, for like, so I don't know if you guys remember DB that was on our podcast. That man had like 42,000 subscribers on Instagram. We received a message from his Instagram account basically saying like, basically go to this person, blah, blah. They're going to be turning 500 to 6,000, blah, blah, which obviously that's a whole scam. If you guys hear anybody telling you that they're going to turn $500 into 6,000, $500 into 5,000, bro, that shit is fake. Please do not fall for that, first off. And second off, the man, I don't think the man fell for that scheme, because what happened was Chris Stan's brother, Josh, he recently got his Instagram hacked. And what they did was like somebody hacked his Instagram account, and then he made another account and inboxed his old account that got hacked and was like, yo, give me my shit back, is what he literally wrote or something like that. And then they were like, oh, send me a video of you saying that like so-and-so gave me money. Shout out to so-and-so, hit her up if you want money, blah, blah, right? And he said, fuck no, I'm not doing that. So they said, okay, your account's gone, basically, you're not going to get it back. But DB had posted a video of him saying like, yo, hit up this person. They're going to give you some money, blah, 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 right? On his Instagram, but I'm pretty sure what happened was that he got hacked, and then they told him like, yo, send us the video and we're going to go ahead and give you your account back. And he sent the video and they posted it and they didn't give him his account back. So, and
then I seen the opposite where I thought like, and I've seen some posts too where it started with, yo, if you send me this, then I'll send you that. And then it started with the link through their Cash App. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Well, there are. I knew some girl that she was like some big. She was like a big scammer in the area, and I know a lot of people want her head for it. But she was doing this a couple years ago, and she had caught a lot of people because it was like a new trend. And basically, she was like saying like, oh, I work at Amscot. You know, if you send me $500, I'll go in the system and put a zero at the end of it, and I'll send it back to you for 5,000.
Yeah.
And like she was posting pictures of her at Amscot working and shit like that. So a lot of people fell for it. So like that wasn't even like on the hacker side. That was like directly from her personal account. So I mean, let's be honest. The people that you knew back in high school might not be the same people that you knew back in high school. And don't fall for anything, man. Honestly, like biggest thing, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. You know what I mean, that's like 101.
Send me 500.
Get 5K.
I'll give you 5K. Yeah. How does that work? Because
if that's the case, then why the fuck aren't you a millionaire? Where's all your money?
Why are you asking for my money?
And why you want my money? Exactly. Yeah. Some people, honestly,
that greed for money though, right? You know not greed, but like that need, like, oh my God, I need so much, like I need help. And most of us are in that situation.
You want to hear something crazy, bro? I don't know if I ever said that story to you or if I said it on the podcast, I don't know. But, so couple, like probably like 2.5, 3 years ago, so like that, back when I used to do Uber, I had picked up this couple that was at, I think they were staying at Disney, if I'm not mistaken. But I picked them up, and they were on the phone when they got in the car, and they're like talking, blah, blah. And they were going to, I want to say like I don't remember what store. It was like I think it was like a Target or something like that. Something along those lines. They were going to like one of those stores. I hear them talking on the phone about like, oh, money, like, okay, I'm going to send you the $4,000 right now, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? This is kind of weird, but whatever. But I didn't really get to talk to them, so I don't really know what's going on. And like while they were on a brief hold, and they were like, oh yeah, so our flight got delayed, and we got to go put some money on a card so we can buy our next tickets, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Didn't think anything of it. And then I see them come walking out with eBay gift cards in their hand. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, eBay gift cards, what the fuck's going on? So they got my car and they were off the phone. And I was like, why'd you guys, I was like, so you guys put money on an eBay gift card to buy plane tickets? They're like, yeah, so we had called, there was like American Airlines or some shit that they were flying with. They're like, oh, we called American Airlines, and they told us that because like their flight was delayed or was canceled. It was like it was like a hurricane or something like that was coming. I think it was Irma or something like that. But anyways, like their flight was delayed or canceled or something like that. And when they called American Airlines, it was like, oh, we need you to send us like $4,700 on eBay gift cards for us to be able to reschedule your look another flight. And then once you send us the money, we'll go ahead and we'll split those tickets over and we'll refund you the $4,700 to your account. Man. So they were from the UK or something like that. They're like, oh, okay, cool. So they went and bought $4,700 in eBay gift cards, scratched them off, sent the pictures to the people, all the codes. And then they got back in my car and I looked at them. I was driving. I looked at them. I was like, you guys just got scammed. They're like, what do you mean? I looked at them. I was like, you guys just got scammed. She's like, no. We called American Airlines. Like, you called American Airlines or did they call you? They said, oh, no, we called them. I said, where'd you get the number from? Oh, we got it from Google. I was like, so you just Googled and you guys called the number. They're like, yeah. I was like, are you 1,000% sure that's American Airlines? They're like, yeah. It was a number that popped up when we said American Airlines phone number. I was like, how about you guys verify that number again? They went and looked, was not American Airlines.
Yeah.
And they were stressing. Like, oh my God, we thought it was American Airlines, blah, 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 blah.
It's stupid, bro. The problem is like most people that get scammed like that, they're getting taken advantage of because they need something.
Yeah.
And it's just like when you're in a bad relationship with a girl that's like cheating on you or something, and you keep making excuses because you love that person. You know what I mean? But it's like it's the same situation when you're in a bad situation in life and you need some money or something. Yeah. All these little shady things that, oh no, that's okay. Like that could happen, you know. And then it takes you to the next step. Next thing you know, you're scammed. My pops went through a similar situation where one of his buddies from high school sent him, texted him like, yo, I sent this, got this, you know, this and that. And I wasn't really like looking at what he was doing. I was like, all right, whatever. Dude, it got to a certain point where we had a $13,000 check come to our door. And he was like, hey, I need to go to the bank. I need you to help me cash this. I'm like, motherfucker, are you stupid, bro? Like, are you crazy? You think somebody's gonna give you just $13,000, right?
Oh my God.
And
so if you guys are familiar with that scam, you cash the check and then the check bounces and your account goes negative $13,000 is what happens.
They get your routing. They got all your number. And he don't got no money, so I don't know what this person was trying to do.
No, but usually how the scams work is like you deposit the money in the account so that you get $13,000. Sometimes you have to pay up front for the money or sometimes you pay after. So what happens, you get $13,000, you deposit into your account. Most banks will front you the money or like a good chunk of it. And then the person says, oh, you know, I'll give you $13,000. Just send me $2,000 of it.
Right.
So you send them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, however much they ask. You send the money like, oh, fuck, I'm getting $10K for free, whatever. Yeah. So you send them the money, and then 2 days later, your account goes negative when the check bounces.
Yeah.
And then you just sent $30K, and your account's negative for $13,000.
So listen to this. Just take it from this perspective. He got all the way down this whole rabbit hole to where a check for $13,000 is at the door. Yeah. He's like, yo, I need you to come help me cash this. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, show me this guy's messages, right? So I'm looking through the messages. This man is sending Bitcoin, this man's like moving. It's the most shadiest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah,
like it's all like Bitcoin. Oh, she's sending this way.
Bitcoin because it's not traceable.
Bro, he told him, don't cash this at a teller. I'm like, how are you cashing $13,000 at an ATM? Like,
no, you deposit into your account and it fronts you the money in your account.
So you're gonna deposit, like, but don't do it at a teller. Like, make sure you go to an ATM.
No, okay, if you do it at a teller, they're gonna catch that shit.
Bro, it's like all the red flags, like all the stupidest shit you could, and then you realize, I'm like, yo, my dad needed that money. He wants that money. Like, he wants, you know what I mean? And it's like these little things, and it's like, damn, bro, it's so sad, bro.
Yeah.
And it really is sad because, like, even DB, however he got hacked, whether he gave this or that, or he just like straight up got hacked, got hacked, period. They say, oh, I'll give you your account back if you make a video. So I saw him post that, like, he didn't post it, right? So he probably sent her that video.
I saw the video too.
And it's sad, bro, because
now he's gonna catch his friends. Good thing he got his account deleted. Or I'm pretty sure he got it deleted. Or
yeah, so now it's deleted because I posted it like, yo, watch the fuck out, this and that. But it got taken down because his account got deleted, swiped out. But yeah, I know it's sad because now when I think back to that video, that's a man that was looking at his 50K or whatever followers, and he was doing whatever it took
to get his stuff back. The last
that's a man that was scared.
The last 5 years of his life, man. He's been building that account for 5 years. You have to understand, you know, that man came on and said 5 years he's been doing this, and 5 years he's been building his platform and his people, and now look. And
if you think people can't lie or can't look believable, that man didn't look no different on that post than anything else.
Yeah, you were even like, nah, bro, he did it. I'm like, bro, this is what happens. You're like, nah, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking he didn't know he got hacked, and I thought he posted that, but that makes sense. It's like, you look at all his posts; they're all like edited, they're all like all put together, and then I know where he's in a car,
just doing some shit real quick.
Like, yo, this girl's legit, but then it's like, damn, bro, like,
it's sad, bro. It's really, really sad.
And then he like, and I know like he wouldn't have done that. Like, if you look at it, hindsight 2020, he's like, oh man, that's some fuck shit. I would have never did it. But like, he's trying to get his shit back.
No, yeah, 1,000.
So he's like, yeah, you know what? If I post this, maybe they will give it back.
Yeah, bro. They're desperate.
That's a man that's desperate on that post. I felt so bad.
Yeah, bro. I felt bad too. As soon as I, because I haven't been going to the DMs at all recently. And then I just happened to click on it fast. Cause I had remember seeing whenever I was driving, I remember something pop up about like, oh, 5K, 500 to 5K. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is Cruz doing, bro? So I clicked on it, and I went to go check. Like afterwards, I was driving here. I remembered. I was like, oh, I remember seeing that message. I wanted to see what was going on. So I click on it, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, Cruz, don't do this, bro.
No, I wanted to see the process. How do they catch somebody?
Yeah, I figured you weren't gonna fall for it. I was like, oh, Cruz. That's why I wrote you. I was like, bro, he got hacked.
Bro, and it's so simple. It's literally, how does it work? Oh, you send this, I give you this. Okay, you're a fucking scammer.
Yeah. But a lot of people fall for it, man.
Oh my God. But it's somebody that needs, like, that's why I don't think homie fell for that, but he got hacked and then fell for it. And then it makes you look so nasty because it makes you, like, you just help them catch mad people.
Yeah. And something that I do is funny because whenever those people do, like, the whole check thing, I always say, oh, yeah, send it my way. I got you guys, because they'll call you, text them, like, yeah, send it my way. And when the check comes in the mail, I called the company that I got the check for, because usually it's like some big electric company, or like a flooring company, or it's always some BS company, right? So I always call them and say, hey, just want to let you know that somebody's sending out fake checks with your business information on it, with your routing number, account number, and I just got one for $27,000. Want me to cash it? I'm not going to cash it. I'm going to be shredding it, but I just want to let you know. And they usually say, oh, okay, send me a picture so I can document it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, yeah, we've had a couple of people call us about it and stuff like that. And they feel like, oh, we've had like 15 checks cashed in the last month over it. Because what happens is, you do a, like, let's say somebody comes to your house, they do some work or whatever, like, oh, I'm going to send you the money. What's your account number and routing number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right here's my account number. Okay, cool, I'll send you the money. Now they got your fucking information to be able to wire from your account.
Yeah.
Which I think is the biggest... That's like a whole other conversation, but I think it's one of the most stupidest banking ideas that you give your routing and account number to be able to receive money from somebody that they can easily hack from you. Or on top of that, if you send out a check, get your routing and account number. I feel like they need to create like a way better system and a lot more secure system, because with technology nowadays, somebody can literally just log onto Cash App, put a fucking bank in, and take money from the bank, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is, a routing number and account number. Like, they can literally withdraw whenever they want from the account.
Yeah.
You know, and if they still that's what people doing too. People still hack other people's cash apps because Cash App requires you to have some social security number, yada yada. So they hack people's social cash apps, and then they go ahead and grab somebody's bank information, debit card information. They put a bunch of money in a Cash App. Go buy Bitcoin or some shit with it. Move the money around a bunch of times. Cash it out. Boom. There you go.
Yep. Moral of the story is stay safe out there, and if you're in a hurt situation where you feel like where you feel like somebody might be taking advantage of you, it's probably because they are. Yeah,
listen, if something sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true, period. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. Don't fall for these scams. Don't fall for these scammers. Sorry about that. Just be careful. I had like a little hiccup cough thing, but just be careful out there. You know what I mean? You want to add anything else?
Nah, that's it, man. Based off of my failure this week,
my dog Crew's gonna start hitting that gym.
Yeah.
And you open up with accountability, dog. You gonna have to do something.
Yeah. I'm definitely trying to get more in shape, and
shaping up, get
more in shape. And the other thing too is my money too. I'm trying to save and spend less, and I'm literally going on a fucking trip. And it's like,
dog, you've been going on some vacations.
Yeah, so
but it's okay because probably like right before COVID, or actually during COVID too. Like during that year before, the year of COVID, I was going on trips left and right, like nonstop.
Yeah.
But I started slowing down with it. Like every weekend I was doing something I had, stuff like that. So, but you got to go through moments. You got to enjoy,
It's always
you and your girl have been grinding for the last couple of years heavy. Yeah. You guys probably made a lot of sacrifices, and right now you guys are in a position where you guys are in a better position, I should say. And you guys are able to enjoy a little bit more. So there's nothing wrong with you guys enjoying it. Just get back on your grind, lock in your focus, and do what you guys got to do, It's always good to enjoy the moments. You need that type of moment to step back. And
the hardest things are the ones that's not instant result, right? Like saving money and losing weight. That's not like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight. You know what I mean? Like that takes constant
saving money, especially, man. You see it, and then it's kind of like, it's funny because when you save money, it's like, I feel like for me, I have two different emotions, and it's so weird because I can have the emotions from like one day to the next day. It's like, damn, I wish I had more money saved. The next day I'm like, damn, I got a lot of money saved. I can go buy something. You know what I mean? So it's like you get like the feeling of both of them, and I get that all the time. I get the feeling it's like, damn, I feel like I don't have enough money saved. I feel like I need to save more. And like the next day I'm like, you know what? I should go buy a new TV today.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, that's nothing. That's like less than 1%. I can go get a TV today. You know what I mean?
The word that comes to mind for both of those things, or anything that you're trying to like, that's not an instant result, is lifestyle. If you make it a lifestyle, you're good money. That's all you could do is make it a lifestyle. If you try to hit like a spurt, you're fucked.
Yeah. Or if you make it like there's also negative lifestyles, like a shopping spree type of lifestyles.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to lose weight, if you want to have a lot of money saved, or have your money organized well,
productive lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. Like you're going through a spurt, but it's a spurt to a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like just a spurt ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Yep. Consistency is key. But
yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. If you guys did listen all the way through, we appreciate you guys. You guys are the bomb. Thank you guys for listening for another week. If you guys listen all the way through, this man Cruz is killing the microphone. Like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on. And thanks again for the love. We love you guys.
Yes, thanks for listening.
We love you guys more than you love us, if you guys love us. But
we got some guests lined up for these next couple of weeks. We got some fire coming.
Yeah, hopefully we got some heat coming for you guys. I know last week was kind of like
no, for sure. Starting next week, if it's not the one that you got, it's the one. It's the other.
I'll hit up.
And then the week after, we're gonna have the beauty marks girl.
Okay, then after that, we might be able to have the other girl that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And y'all heard that? We got some
stuff lined up
to back. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. Paco, watch out.
Paco, watch out.